Welcome, weary listener, to the shadowed annals of history, where the sands of time whisper secrets of doom and eternal rest. Tonight, in this dull-dread history for sleep, we delve into the cursed tombs of ancient Egypt. Imagine yourself drifting off as I, your asleep historian, recount tales that chill the soul yet lull the mind. Beware, for these stories carry the weight of Pharaoh's wrath, or so the legends say. Let us begin at the dawn of Egypt's grandeur, when the Nile's waters nourished a civilization obsessed with death and the afterlife. The ancient Egyptians believed the soul required a preserved body for eternity. Thus, they crafted elaborate tombs filled with treasures. But these came with protections, curses to deter intruders. The curse of the pharaohs is infamous, said to befall tomb violators. Inscriptions warn, death on swift wings, to him who touches the pharaoh. Though debated, tales persist. Focus on the Valley of the Kings, where pharaohs were buried from 16th to 11th century BCE. Hidden to evade robbers, yet many were plundered. In 1922, Howard Carter discovered Tutankhamun's tomb. The boy king ruled briefly, dying young. His tomb yielded wonders, gold mask, chariots, jewels, but dread followed. Lord Carnarvon died soon after from an infection. Media claimed curse, canary eaten by cobra, blackouts, dog's death. Others involved met misfortunes. Science explains mold, bacteria, and sealed tombs. No supernatural, just biology. Other tombs, Khufu's pyramid with guardian legends, Senenmut's defaced tomb, Canifer's curse invoking crocodile and snake. Mummification fueled dread. Victorian unwrappings inspired revenge tales. Queen Ti's tomb, illnesses post-discovery. Touring artifacts, deaths attributed to curse. Ramesses VI's tomb hid Tut's. Menkare's pyramid, accidents. Nobles' tombs with vivid threats, magic Heka-powered curses. Unlucky mummy, deaths, Titanic link, myth. Serapeum, bowl sarcophagi, cave-ins. Bent pyramid, disorientation. Workers' village, unrest, strikes, Ramesses III assassinated, ominous tomb. Sphinx curse via dream steely. Modern, Hawass respects ancients, lootings as revenge. Akhenaten's desecrated tomb. Curses thrive on belief. Sleep with visions of golden masks. May no curse find you. Or has it?
Awakening from the brief repose, dear listener, we plunge further into the abyssal crypts of Egypt's cursed legacy. The night deepens, my voice a monotonous murmur, weaving dread into your dreams. Let us traverse to the enigmatic tomb of Sipta, KV 47 in the Valley of the Kings. Sip, a young pharaoh of the 90th dynasty around 1196 BCE, afflicted with a clubfoot as his mummy reveals. His tomb, discovered in 1905 by Edward Ayrton, was unfinished and flooded anciently. Waters rising as if the Nile itself guarded it. Excavators spoke of eerie silences, broken by sudden rockfalls, injuries plaguing the team, whispers attributing to the boy's vengeful spirit, denied a proper reign. Nearby lies KV 35, the tomb of Amenhotep II, repurposed as a royal cache in antiquity. When Victor Loret unearthed it in 1898, he found 16 mummies, including Thutmose IV and Amenhotep III. but horror-struck. One mummy, the elder lady, later identified as Queen Tiye, seemed to emanate a chill. Workers fell ill with fevers, dreaming of royal specters demanding reburial. Science intervenes once more. Perhaps histoplasmosis from bat guano in the tombs, a fungal curse mimicking supernatural ire. Yet the ancients knew no such explanations. Their curses invoked Sekhmet, the lioness goddess of plague, to smite intruders. Venture to the pyramids of Meroe in Sudan, part of the extended Egyptian influence during the Kushite period. These smaller, steeper pyramids housed Nubian kings who adopted Egyptian burial rites. In the 1830s, Giuseppe Ferlini dynamited them for treasure, finding gold, but locals cursed him. He died impoverished, haunted by visions of beheaded queens. The tomb of Thutmose III, KV 34, hidden high in a cliff, required ropes to access. Discovered in 1898, its walls depict the Amduat, the underworld journey. Bazzoni, an early explorer of Egyptian sites, described suffocating air and collapsing passages, as if the warrior. The labyrinth of Hawara, described by Herodotus as a vast underground complex near the pyramid of Amenemhat III. Partly excavated, it floods seasonally, a watery curse drowning seekers of its fabled 3,000 rooms. Egyptian folklore adds layers: jinn, spirits guarding tombs, shape-shifting into serpents or shadows. Bedouin tales warn of ifrits unleashed by careless archaeologists, possessing the unwary. Modern debunkings persist. A 2015 study on tomb microclimates blamed high humidity for curses of corrosion and illness. Yet in 2020, the discovery of Saqqara's cat mummies sparked animal attacks on site. Coincidence or Bastet's wrath? The tomb of Setnakhte, KV 14, usurped by his son Ramses III. Dual decorations hint at conflict. Explorers in the 18th century fled from ghostly winds. Aswan's tombs of the nobles, Kubet el-Hawa, with curses like, "The sand shall cover him who violates this." Rock slides have buried paths, nearly claiming lives. The step pyramid of Djoser at Saqqara, designed by Imhotep. Underground galleries maze-like, trapping intruders. Jean-Philippe Laure, who restored it over decades, joked of Imhotep's approval, but accidents abounded. Curses in art, the weighing of the heart ceremony, where false souls are devoured, a metaphysical curse on the unworthy. Hollywood's take, The Curse of the Mummy's Tomb, 1964, amplifying fears with reanimated guardians. Today, virtual tours allow safe exploration, evading curses, or do digital desecrations invite new hexes? As we accumulate these tales, feel the weight of millennia pressing upon your eyelids. More shadows await if you dare continue, but for now, drift into oblivion. Stirring from the sands of somnolence, we resume our nocturnal excavation into Egypt's maledicted mausoleums. My voice, laden with the lethargy of lost epochs, drones on, inviting slumber amid shivers. Contemplate the tomb of Meremptah, KV8, son of Ramses II, ruling circa 1213 BCE, his sarcophagus nested in 4 stone boxes, yet robbers prevailed. When Gaston Maspero opened it in 1898, the mummy's repositioning
Raphnon mines point to tetanus or allergens, but ancients forged such blades with incantations against thieves. Similarly, the golden shrines enclosing Tut's sarcophagus bore spells from the Book of the Dead, chapter 134, warding off evil, or inviting it upon disturbers. Southward to Thebes, the mortuary temple of Ramses III at Medinet Habu depicts his sea people's victory.
Yet, his harem conspiracy led to death.
The temple's walls curse plotters eternally. In 1829, explorers decoding reliefs suffered delusions, mistaking shadows for assassins. The tombs at Beni Hassan, Middle Kingdom rock-cut sepulchres for nomarchs. Khnumhotep II's tomb shows wrestling scenes, but inscriptions threaten any who enter impure shall be judged by the great god. Victorian diggers unearthed it, amid sandstorms that blinded temporarily. Locals whispering of nomad spirits. Verses transcended borders. The Egyptian-style tombs in Cyprus, like at Salamis, blended cultures. King Nicocreon's burial, discovered in the 1950s, yielded artifacts, but the team faced shipwrecks en route home, echoing Pharaonic sea curses. Back to core legends. Howard Carter's own words in his diary hint at unease, despite public denial.
He noted dreams of Anubis and his pet canary's death as omen.
Though he outlived many, dying at 64 from Hodgkin's. The mummy of Ahmose I, liberator from Hyksos, found in DB 320, unwrapped in 1886. His fierce expression terrified onlookers. One fainted, another died soon after. Warrior King's undying fury? Women's power in curses. Cleopatra's tomb, lost but fabled, under Alexandria's waves. Seekers like Kathleen Martinez face collapses and floods. Green's serpent venom lingering. The pyramid texts. In Onos's pyramid, oldest religious writings include cannibal hymns, curses devouring enemies' powers. Explorers reading aloud reportedly felt nausea, as if words invoked hungering gods. Archaeological tech evolves. Ground-penetrating radar at Giza reveals voids, but scans interrupt mysteriously. Electronic curses? In literature, H.P. Lovecraft's Imprisoned with the Pharaohs draws from Houdini's alleged entrapment in a pyramid, blending fact with eldritch horror. Modern incidents. 2018. Saqqara discovery of scarab seals.
The curse in pop culture. Stargate posits alien origins, but real stargates in tomb alignments invite cosmic retribution. Debates rage. Were curses psychological warfare against robbers or genuine magic? Execration bowls, smashed with enemies' names, suggest the latter. As characters accumulate, feel the narrative's grip, loosening toward sleep. Yet more crypts call if you persist. Rest now, or risk the pharaoh's displeasure. Emerging once more from the twilight of torpor, we delve deeper into the necrotic nectar of Egypt's accursed abodes. The historian's timber trails tiredly, tempting you toward the threshold of dreams fraught with dread. Ponder the tomb of Seti I, KV 17, the longest and most decorated in the valleys at this alabaster sarcophagus now in London, left behind stellar ceilings mapping there. Discovered by Belzoni in 1817, he recounted lamps extinguishing, air turning foul, as if the pharaoh, father of Ramesses II, exhaled his last breath anew upon intruders. The astronomical depictions curse the ignorant stars, aligning to misguide. Astronomers studying them have noted equipment failures, celestial anomalies coinciding with observations. Adjacent, the tomb of Tawosret, KV-14 extension queen turned pharaoh, her reign usurped by Setnakte. The tomb's dual occupancy breeds conflict, ghosts of gender strife. In 1899, diggers heard wails, attributed to wind, but one vanished briefly, emerging disoriented. Explanations abound, acoustic tricks in rock cuts, amplifying sounds, fostering illusions. Yet ancients designed such for protection, Heka spells echoing eternally. Eastward to Amarna, Akhenaten's forsaken city. Royal tomb TA-26, plundered, mummies relocated. Boundary stelae curse boundary crossers. The Aten shall smite them. Freud theorized Moses links, but explorers like Pendlebury died mysteriously post-digs. Heretics' monotheistic malice? The tombs of the pyramid builders at Giza, humble pits for workers. Zahi Hawass's finds reveal no treasures, but skeletal curses, deformities from labor, as if Khufu's overseers damned them to eternal toil. Curses in daily life, ostraca from Deir el-Medina bear workers' hexes on foes, invoking gods for misfortune, micro-curses mirroring grand ones. The Nile's role, floods as curses from Hapi if tombs disrespected. 19th century dams sparked epidemics blamed on submerged sites. Appropriations, Napoleon's savants carded artifacts suffering defeat. Rosetta Stone's revenge in Waterloo? Victorian Egyptomania, mummy powders as medicine, inviting ingestion curses consumers wasting away. Science counters, bioarchaeology shows ancient diseases like tuberculosis in mummies, transferable if mishandled. The tomb of Yuya and Juyu, Tut's grandparents, intact till 1905. Their gold yielded, but Davis's team faced lawsuits, deaths, familial curse protecting in-laws. Underwater archaeology, Heracleon's sunken temples, Osiris statues. Divers report currents.
Pop fiction. Anne Rice's The Mummy weaves Ramses the Damned, immortal curse. Recent. 2022 void in Great Pyramid, probe malfunctions, alien theories, or pharaonic tech. Saqqara's Wait tomb again, false doors to afterlife, trapping souls of peakers. As we near the veil's end, contemplate eternity's echo. Curses, perhaps projections of our mortality fears. Sleep encroaches, listener. Let the sands bury your worries until next continuation beckons. Rekindling the embers of our eternal elegy, we forge ahead into further forsaken facets of Egypt's entombed enigmas. Fatigue fringes my recitation, fostering a fog of fright and fatigue for your fading faculties. Reflect upon the tomb of Ramses IV, KV2, adorned with the Book of Caverns, ruling briefly around 1155 BCE. His burial was hasty. Howard Carter cleared debris here before Tut's find. In the 1920s, workers unearthed astronomical texts, but star charts seemed to mislead, compasses spinning wildly, as if the pharaoh manipulated the heavens against profaners. The litany of re-invocations in his corridors cursed the sun's denial. Modern stargazers, replicating alignments, report vivid nightmares of solar eclipses, swallowing souls. Turn to the tomb of Amenmesse, KV-10, a usurped and unfinished site. His name, chiseled over others, hints at dynasty drama. Discovered in 1899, the dig revealed damaged reliefs, vandals, ancient or spectral. One archaeologist's journal notes apparitions of quarreling kings, tools hurled by unseen hands. Acoustics again, echo chambers amplifying doubts into dread. Ancients exploited this, carving vents to carry whispers like warnings. West Thebes' Dra Abu el Naga necropolis shelters early 17th dynasty tombs. Intef II's Pyramidion curses invaders with scorpion stings. 19th century looters indeed suffered bites, swelling fatally. The tombs at El Kab, for nobles like Beheri. Inscriptions boast hunts, but hex trespassers. Sobek shall devour them in the river. Flinders Petrie's 1890s team battled crocodiles nearby. Coincidence or conjured? Cross-cultural curses, Ptolemaic tombs in Alexandria, Greco-Egyptian blend. Comel Dicker's catacombs mix mummies with mosaics. Urban explorers today claim poltergeists, blending Hades with Anubis. Urban legends thrive, psychological contamination from tales told in torchlight. Pop fiction. Anne Rice's The Mummy weaves Ramses the Damned, immortal curse. Recent. 2022 void in Great Pyramid, probe malfunctions, alien theories, or pharaonic tech. Saqqara's Wait tomb again, false doors to afterlife, trapping souls of peekers. As we near the veil's end, contemplate eternity's echo. Curses, perhaps projections of our mortality fears. Sleep encroaches, listener. Let the sands bury your worries until next continuation beckons. Rekindling the embers of our eternal elegy, we forge ahead into further forsaken facets of Egypt's entombed enigmas. Fatigue fringes my recitation, fostering a fog of frightened fatigue for your fading faculties. Reflect upon the tomb of Ramses IV, KV-2, adorned with the Book of Caverns. Ruling briefly around 1155 BCE, his burial was hasty. Howard Carter cleared debris here before Tut's find. In the 1920s, workers unearthed astronomical texts, but star charts seemed to mislead, compasses spinning wildly, as if the pharaoh manipulated the heavens against profaners. The litany of re-invocations in his corridors curse the sun's denial. Modern stargazers, replicating alignments, report vivid nightmares of solar eclipses, swallowing souls. Turn to the tomb of Amenmesse, KV-10, a usurped and unfinished site. His name, chiseled over others, hints at dynasty drama. Discovered in 1899, the dig revealed damaged reliefs, vandals, ancient or spectral. One archaeologist's journal notes apparitions of quarreling kings, tools hurled by unseen hands. Acoustics again, echo chambers amplifying doubts into dread. Ancients exploited this, carving vents to carry whispers like warnings. West Thebes' Dra Abu el Naga necropolis shelters early 17th dynasty tombs. Intef II's Pyramidion curses invaders with scorpion stings. 19th century looters indeed suffered bites, swelling fatally. The tombs at El Kab, for nobles like Beheri. Inscriptions boast hunts, but hex trespassers. Sobek shall devour them in the river. Flinders Petrie's 1890s team battled crocodiles nearby. Coincidence or conjured? Cross-cultural curses, Ptolemaic tombs in Alexandria, Greco-Egyptian blend. Comel Dicker's catacombs mix mummies with mosaics. Urban explorers today claim poltergeists, blending Hades with Anubis. Urban legends thrive, psychological contamination from tales told in torchlight. In Philae's Temple of Isis, submerged then rescued, reliefs depict resurrection, but curse desecrators with infertility, per lore. Aswan dam workers in the 1960s faced family misfortunes, blaming the moved monuments. UNESCO salvages. Abu Simbel's relocation sparked rock slides, Ramses II's colossal ire at displacement. The tomb of Pinat, viceroy of Kush, in Aniba. Nubian curses blend with Egyptian. Rediscovered artifacts in museums link to exhibit fires. Literary echoes. Saxe Rohmer's Brood of the Witch Queen, mummies menacing modernity. Tech intrusions. Drones over pyramids glitch, crashing. Electromagnetic anomalies or ethereal barriers. 2023 discoveries. Asute tombs with cheese offerings, but moldy finds sickened staff. Dairy deity's defense. As narratives nestle nearer completion, sense the script's sprawl. Curses, constructs of culture, cling ceaselessly. Yield to yawning abysses, listener. Pharaohs permit peaceful passage. Perhaps. As the final grains of sand sift through the hourglass of our haunted chronicle, we approach the culmination of these cursed chronicles. My voice, now a mere echo in the emptiness, guides you gently toward repose amid the remnants of ancient rancor. Delve one last time into the tomb of Ramses IX, KV6, a corridor tomb etched with underworld texts. Reigning circa 1129 BCE, during decline, his burial reflects fading glory. Discovered in 1881, Emile Bruch cleared it hastily amid robber threats. Locals swore sand spirits swirled, burying entrances anew. The Book of Gates on its walls divides the night into hours, each guarded by serpents. Readers reciting passages have felt time distort, hours lengthening unnaturally in the dim. Nearby, the tomb of Ramses V-6, KV9, shared by brothers. Usurpation evident in overpainted names. Howard Carter noted graffiti curses from ancient visitors, and his own team endured sibling-like squabbles, tools misplaced as if in petty revenge. Broader curses encompass the necropolis. Theban Mapping Project documents instabilities, rockfalls post-excavations, as if the mountain itself resents revelation. Global echoes. Repatriation demands for artifacts like the Elgin marbles, parallel. But Egyptian items carry homesick hexes. Berlin's altar of Pergamon with Egyptian influence.
Luxus Avenue of Sphinxes, restored 2021, unearthed tombs below. Ceremonies warded off curses, but tourists report vertigo along the path.
Final folklore. Afrits bound to canopic chests released by breakage. A 1990s auction shattered one. Buyer plagued by misfortunes until reburied.
As empires erode, so do maledictions. Or do they evolve, haunting hubs like social media with viral cursed memes? Ponder Tut's unopened chambers, hinted by scans. Dare we breach, reigniting the Boy King's ire? Yet, in closure, recognize the beauty beneath the dread. Tombs as time capsules, teaching tenacity against oblivion.
The curses, whether wax or wane, serve as sentinels of sanctity, reminding us mortality's mirror. Now, listener, as the Nile's nocturnal murmurs mingle with your breaths, let the Pharaoh's phantoms fade. Sleep envelops you, untroubled by tomb's touch, for the history ends here in hushed harmony with the hereafter. Good night, and may eternity embrace without enmity.